Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this is a journeyman investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 15 stocks at huge discount. We're also going to be looking at huge news for ticker symbol GRAB. This is a stock that has been featured previously on the channel, and I'm also going to be following up from the previous video looking at the proof of interest forms for MMAT Meta materials and also MMTLP, where you can submit those holdings as well, and looking at how you can claim get an update in terms of after you have sent your claim form. So before we get started, let's have a look at what's happening in the markets. And we can see here from Yahoo Finance, stock market today, the Nasdaq is leading stocks lower and Nvidia is also dropping ahead of the GTC event. So not great news there. Obviously there are also worldwide tensions right now, especially in the Middle East, and this is leading to a significant rise in oil prices right now. So Brent is looking to go up for the third day in a row. And other news in terms for Tesla, again not great news from Yahoo Finance. Again we can see Tesla shares are down earlier today about 5%, and this is with regard to concerns over the Cybertruck. So the question I did pose this is two questions with regard to Tesla. Do you think Tesla right now will hit $150 first or $300 first, because it is extremely volatile, and I think certainly it's one of those right now where you have to certainly trade with care. So in response to what's happening right now in the markets, in the Discord earlier I shared some significant stocks that have taken a major hit in 2025. So let's have a look at some of those stocks that were shared. So we have first of all Novo Nordisk, ticker symbol NVO, currently down 15.1%, Lulu down 18.7%, Shift for Payments down 18.6%, PayPal also down 19.2% after having a great finish to 2024, BESI down 19.8%, NOW now down 20.4%, TGT Target also down 22.6%, KKR down 23.4%, Arista ANET down 24.4%, Tidewater, ticker symbol TDW, also down 26.2%, NAPCO, ticker symbol NSCC, down 29.8%. So now some of the bigger ones include ASPN, down 37.9%, Tesla, we just looked at, down 38.1%, and also down significantly from its high of well over $400. Deckers, DECK, doing exceptionally well at one point, and down now significantly, 41.6%. Puma also down 49.8%. That's a huge down that we saw recently, ticker symbol PUM. And I think two others I think I would like to add on myself, which I think are certainly good buy prices right now, and that would be Amazon below $200. I think it's even now closer to the $190, and also Microsoft below the $400. So let's have a look at why I believe this is potentially a good opportunity to invest right now. So if we look at one of the third worst trading days in the history of the stock market, that was March the 16th, 2020. I'm sure you all remember that, and this is how the heat map looked. So we can see a clean sweep of red there. However, from an investor point of view, in order to earn your money, earn your dollars from days like that, when there is fear in the market, that is the time to be greedy and to invest. So if we have a look at examples of $10,000 invested in the Magnificent Seven alone just on that day, right now Nvidia would give you the biggest return, 242,000, Tesla 68,000, Facebook 35,000, Apple 31,000, Google 27,000, Microsoft 25,600, and Amazon 22,000. So all of them more than 2xing. Let's now have a look at news with regard to ticker symbol GRAB, shared also live in the Discord, and this was from Bloomberg, who stated that there is a potential $7 billion plus go-to takeover, and this is with regard to talks despite antitrust risks. So GRAB was up in the pre-market at that time. Right now at time of editing it's still up over 4%, so doing better than the overall market. So from Bloomberg, we can see they are in talks, and this is looking at right now due diligence taking place with regard to financials. It is a rumor only shared by Bloomberg, but rumors do drive the market, and this is a time to look into this and see if there is any substance. So Grab have been evaluating the go-to accounts. They're looking at the contracts, the operations, and they have identified that this is not yet an announced deal, but it is certainly a potential. So let's see how this plays out. But in terms of background to Grab, remember Grab is backed by Uber Technologies. Uber is not in a major player in the Southeast Asian market. Shares of GoTo, whose investors include SoftBank Group Corporation, were up 5.1%, and Grab, which has also got a market capitalization of approximately $18 billion, also up at one point close to 8%, and also featured previously on the channel, so go ahead and check that out. So in terms of the potential deal, it could fetch more than $7 billion according to this Bloomberg News, and the combination of both businesses could control approximately 60 to 70% of Southeast Asia's on-demand services market, and this will also give Grab a much stronger grip in Indonesia, which it currently doesn't have. And finally, shout out here to Sean Trades, who's also stated here he does like Grab, and one of the things he's also shared here is in terms of one of the price targets, currently increased to $5.70 from a previous $5.50, and this is from Morgan Stanley. I want to start by sharing with you news with regard to Meta Materials, previous ticker MMAT, and there is a bankruptcy order, and this is looking at approving the online auction for sale of assets and property. So shout out here to KKEP, who shared this news, and we're going to have a look at the filing here. And what we can see here in the United States Bankruptcy Court, District of Nevada, with regard to the debtor Meta Materials, there is an order approving the online auction for sale of personal property, approving division of proceeds and agreement with the landlord. So let's have a look at details of the outcomes here. And we can see, first of all, it's ordered that the trustees motion for order of approving this online auction for sale of personal property, approval with division of proceeds and the agreement with the landlord pursuant to this US law is now granted, and the trustee is authorized to sell by online auction the estate's assets. So this is the assets of Meta Materials, the previous business headed by George Palikaros, and it's also ordered that such steps as necessary be prepared and to execute bills of sale or other documentation necessary to transfer title to any purchaser. So this is now going to be a free fall for anybody who wants the assets, property and anything of value from the previous company Meta Materials, and it's authorized to pay the Great American Global Partners for their expense in terms of this sale, an amount capped at $70,000 plus the amount necessary to satisfy the auctioneer bond requirement, and the landlord and the trustee will split the proceeds, with the landlord receiving a 55% of a cap up to $600,000 and the estate afterwards receiving 45%. So that has now gone through, and following on from the previous video, I'd like to give you an update in terms of what happened. So I did share information with regard to now you can submit your Meta Materials forms to include MMTLP shares. And remember, the bankruptcy is only for Meta Materials. So if you go to the court listener page here, and then from there you'll be able to see an update which we can share here. All of these are for 17th of March 2025, and these are proof of interest forms, many of them that have been received by the court. So if you go ahead and check those, you'll be able to see these, and these include people like Bart Williams, Shotas Guido, Raymond Kalabutian, and we'll go on to the next page. Again, many more for 17th of March, including Gerald Bell, Raymond Kalabutian we've just seen, and also additional ones such as Heather Levine. So go ahead and check if the court has also received your form on this page. And if you'd like to join us in our Discord and get a copy of our weekly watch list, as well as a copy of our daily stock alerts, as well as due diligence for many of the top level stocks, details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.